Dexter, happy birthday!
Thank you. Hey, Matt. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and now that I get to hang out with the birthday boy, I'm doing even better. Folks, I am here with Dexter Jordan, an amazing musician here in Charlotte. By the way, he has a new EP called Dexterity coming out next Friday, November 6th. I say next Friday, you'll probably be watching this the week of the release, so Friday, November 6th. Dexter Jordan, tell the viewers a little bit about you, who you are, what you're doing out there in the world, and maybe a little bit about the EP that's coming out.
Yes. Again, my name is Dexter Jordan. I am a singer-songwriter, a recording artist in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been recording and I've been singing um, since like around 2015, 2016. And basically, I just want people to be moved by my music. I like to write encouraging songs for the everyday person. So that's what I like to do. And basically, I have an EP coming out again at November 6th, and it's called Dexterity. And basically, with that, I'm just speaking about myself, and it's a little play on words. I tell the definition of dexterity in the EP, and I also talk about things that I am dealing with as a person. So I really can't wait until everyone hears it and hear how creative I was on this project.
Well, I gotta say, I am very lucky in that you gave me an advanced copy of the masters, and I got a chance to listen to the EP, and it is gorgeous. It is very, very moving and very powerful at times, not just from an artistry, a sort of sonic standpoint, but also the messages that are kind of stitched through. There's some kind of spoken word pieces and sort of candid recordings, and it's an experience to listen to this album. So thanks for sharing that with me. And I'm same thing. I can't wait for others to hear it.
Thank you so much, man. That means a lot coming from you. Thank you. That's all I wanted to do is just make an experience. I think a lot of artists now, not to dim anyone's light, but I feel like a lot of artists are not sharing their full potential of what can be um, art. So I just wanted to really just show that this time. So
Well, we're here today to hear a little bit of your Who Built Me story. One thing that we've learned over the years is that everyone has people in their life, ideally, who intersect with them in some way and then help them become the person they are today. Maybe that is that they give them an early break or some early advice, or they train them how to do some special skill, or they just support them in some special way. In the Charlotte ether, this is referred to as social capital. This is how we help each other grow and succeed as humans and as creatives. And so no doubt a creative like yourself would need someone along the way as well, right? In order to make it as a musician, in order to put your work out into the world, we need people to help us along the way. So I am excited to hear a little bit about your Who Built Me story. Who do you want to share with us today?
So I want to share someone that is actually has helped me so much. It's crazy. I would share Jason Jett. That's my brother. He's helped me out on so many different projects. He helped me out on my first album. He's always given me advice, even if it's not about music, just in life in general, of what to do and who to be. Every day I learn something new from him. I mean, even when we're recording, I mean, it's an experience. He cares about the artist. He cares about what the artist wants to paint the picture of. So like, I really, really, really love Jason. I really love his music. He's an amazing artist. He's an amazing producer. He's just so many things. He has his own, what is it? Yeah, he like makes his own, like he's like a farmer. I mean, he's just he's literally everything. So I would say Jason Jett has built me into the person that I am today, especially as an artist. So I can share all this music. Yes, I would say Jason Jett.
He is amazing. He kind of, one thing is true. He does it all, right? I mean, he is an incredible writer, singer, performer, but also, you said, producer, and obviously kind of a mentor as well. I mean, the guy can do it all. One of the things I love about Jason too is that he shows up. We've turned him from time to time, say, hey, do you want to perform here? Do you want to be part of this project or that project? And 9 times out of 10, the guy's like, yes, I'm there. You know, he's a yes to life.
Yeah.
And I love that about him. Do you remember how you first met Jason? Can you trace back to the origin of that?
First time I met Jason, it was at one of his he used to have this is pre-COVID, but he used to have a lot of house parties,
Mhm.
and it would be mainly artists that he would invite. So I met him, I think through a house party that he was hosting, which was probably in 2015. And since then we've been close. He's he's always cared about wanting to record with me and wanted to see how we could both be creative. So since then I've known him and he has been literally the same since then. He hasn't changed up. He hasn't um, treated me wrong. He's always been fair. So yeah, that's the
But
person.
I see Jason's name all over this album. You know, he recorded, mixed, and mastered the album, but also specifically recorded certain tracks on the EP.
Yes.
What is something that he brought to that process that maybe you hadn't thought of, or you know, he really sort of changed the course of a particular song or the album as a whole that you know maybe wouldn't have happened if Jason hadn't been there helping to shepherd this project with you.
Yes, I would say the one thing that I sometimes struggle with as an artist when I'm creating is knowing melodies and how to place the melody in the correct form of the song. So on one of my songs, it's called The Homeless Man. I was in the studio and I was singing it because I went to DC to get a feel for the song. And I recorded the song with another producer named Dave James. But when I came back and I recorded with him, he was like, you know what, you should probably switch the melody and do something like this. So he's always caring. And he always tells me like, I don't like that, do something like that. And he told me to do it. And yes, another song is Shooting Star that I have. He helped me with harmonies. Like I think what is best about Jason that I love is that he understands a singer. And I think there's a lot of producers that we have in Charlotte, but it takes a special producer to understand a singer and what they want. Because I know a lot of rappers, you know, record, and some producers are great for just rappers, but I know that Jason's great for every type of artist, singer, rapper, it doesn't matter. Like he will go into the situation and you will come out with something special. So.
Well, it sounds like he captured your trust early on because that's a very intimate experience for someone to say, you know, let's try singing it this way. Let's try layering these notes over these notes. So you're following him into that unknown, and that takes a lot of trust. So there must be something about Jason that makes you inherently trust him.
Yes, he's like me when it comes to just being laid back and going with the flow and understanding the process. Sometimes I'm just like, what? I get so like, I guess frazzled up, like I can't do it. But he really lets me understand that it's a process. Like we're creating right now, where it's not a. I know that when you're recording, you're basically putting something on so other people can listen to it in the future. But he lets me know that you can do it again. Like this is not like the 1940s or 50s. Like we can record it over and over again. So yeah, I mean, I just trust him so much,
Mm.
um, and I think it's definitely a God divine thing. He even his son has the same birthday as my mom.
Mm.
I think that's interesting because with my first album, Blue, he saw like how emotional I was because it was hard to speak about. I didn't, after my mom passed, like I didn't really understand like how to even create music. And he really let me understand that I can do it. So from there, even before I trusted him, but at that time I was like, okay, I trust you on anything. I just tell me what to do, I'm good. So yeah,
Well, to reference something you said earlier, there's also something special about your relationship. It seems where, in terms of how he helps to build you, it's not just professionally. It's not just in the studio. That he helps to build you outside the studio, outside of the artistry as well. Is that true?
Yes, he's just a caring person. He just wants everyone to succeed and be successful, especially if you're like close to him. He just wants you to know that you have potential and you can do it. So even because of Jason, like this, well, excuse me, next year I want to learn how to play the guitar. I sing, but I don't know how to play an instrument. I guess this could be an instrument, so yes, but I don't know how to actually play something. So he's made me understand that I need to be productive in all, and not just in singing, in every type of thing that I do. So I love
Well,
him.
thank you for sharing this Who Built Me story. And the reason we like to share these stories, we're so passionate about sharing as many of these as possible, is because this is social capital in action. We want people to know that social capital isn't this weird sort of thing that we can't figure out. Like, it's actually quite simple. You see people that you feel moved to help and support and shepherd and give advice and guide and grow. And what I see happening between you, Dexter, and your friend and producer and collaborator, Jason Jett, is a perfect example of that. And so I'm so glad that your two paths crossed, and
Yes.
that the magic and the beauty that's coming out of that relationship. It's really something to behold, and I can't wait for everyone to hear this EP. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Oh man, you just blessed me. Thank you so much. I mean, again, I've said it so many times during this interview, but I love Jason, and I'm just so happy that I met someone like this in this lifetime. Seriously, and so yeah.
Well, he's a gift. And speaking of which, happy birthday again to you, Dexter. I'm glad to be able to interview you for a few minutes on your day of birth. And I will be counting down the days until November 6th, until the rest of the world gets to enjoy what you have created. Thanks again for sharing your Who Built Me story with us.
Thank you so much.